I hit go live.
Yes, I am logged in. Oh, have you gone live?
I have gone live.
EPAC's about to have maintenance again.
Again?
EPAC's are having maintenance at 12:30 a.m. Why not 12? Why not 1? Why 12:30? Pacific time on June the 16th. So Sunday. Who knew?
Let's see. All right.
I've got to find the window that you're in. Oh, there you are. Hello. Hey. We're live, kids. Welcome back. It's been a while.
Yeah. It's been, you know what? Let's just call it a while. We don't have to.
Let's not get specific.
Let's don't do the math.
Let's not do that. Right. Who's here? Oh, Pete's here. Brilliant. Hello, Pete. Hello, Pete. Yeah, it has been. Well, for various reasons. I mean, this is my first Saturday my wife has had not working and not travelling to see sick parents for like 5 weeks or something like that, and it's just like, so we need to find a slot that works in the week or something like that, so that we can keep this road on the show.
Well, my schedule is open. So.
I know. I'm just trying to think about. Well, to be honest with you, every time I try and think about it, my brain just gets fogged with other stuff, and then I forget about it, and then I start thinking about it 10 days later, and then it gets fogged with other stuff. And there's Nathan. So one of the things that I completely shit the bed on, if you pardon the expression, is getting back to Nathan and Jake about MentalCon. So I need to actually turn my thoughts and attention to that, because it's next weekend.
I know. Weekend. Nathan, while you're here, can you just assign us spots?
Well, don't auto assign me spots, because hang on a minute. No, my wife is off next weekend.
And Nathan, I have the box of stuff that I'll be priority mailing you tomorrow. I kept because I kept postponing because I was trying to find something really cool.
Oh, okay.
But I couldn't really come up with anything that was mind blowing. So
send yourself.
I've got a box of. You like how
this is compliment Amanda Week. It's compliment Amanda Week.
Which I can't handle at all.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm sending the 1990 a box of the DC, that series. I'm staring at the box and I cannot tell you what it's called. And then I'm sending a box.
You're flustered, aren't you? Because I said nice things about you.
I am sending a box also of DC Masterpieces and a box of AEW as a haha wrestling.
DC Masterpieces?
Yeah. The Skybox Masterpieces from 93?
So that's Marvel Masterpiece. They've never done a DC Masterpieces, have they?
Hold the phone, please.
Is this new information?
Talk amongst yourselves.
Did I not know that they don't?
Hang on, let me find
She's put me on hold.
Yeah,
we're 3 minutes into the show and she's put me on
because
hold.
I have to stand up and turn around, and there's no shot that I'm just going to have my ass on camera the whole time while I'm trying to find this.
I'll happily listen. If I'll happily have my ass on camera.
Way.
I don't do it more often. If I did, maybe I'd have more.
Okay, hang on. I have to pull out my earbuds. So entertain the crowd.
Entertain the crowd. Okay. Are you not suitably entertained, people? Who else is here? Paul C. Hello, Paul C. Paul D will be along with us soon. Who's that? Keith, missing monetizing options. Monetizing options? Amanda's missing monetizing options? Surely not. OnlyFans. See, I could do an OnlyFans. I mean, I'd only have fans there, and so the list would be pretty short, let's face it. Because even with all this scaffolding, I don't think I could make that pay. Flash for cash. Listen, I don't have to be flashed for cash. All you have to do is ask nicely, or buy me a drink. That usually works. I can't believe she's gone for this long. Where's she going? Have you driven to the next state, Amanda? She's gone to Vegas. Oh no, she's going to Vegas next week. Actually, we'll talk about that when she's back. Shh. She's coming. Yeah, stop talking about it. She's coming. She's coming. Back. Yeah, there we go. All right, bring that closer. closer.
DC Comics, Skybox Masterpieces.
See, I never knew they'd done a DC Masterpieces.
It's really nice.
I mean, it's not called DC Masterpieces, I guess, is it? But it's close.
It's
wow.
Awesome. DC Masterpieces.
Okay, and this is what I love about card collecting, folks. You learn something new every single day. And that's not being flippant, actually. I genuinely enjoy the fact that you just find out shit that you never knew all the time. Star Trek Master Series. Star Trek Master Series I'm familiar with. I need to have another look at that set. Star Trek Master Series is the original art set that came out in the 90s for Star Trek. It's gorgeous. It's a really nice little set.
All right, Paul C, I'm not replying to this intentionally because if I remember correctly, his team is Edmonton.
Is this hockey talk?
Yeah.
Right, I might blow your mind here. Am I right in saying that the hockey team for Edmonton are the Edmonton Oilers?
That is correct.
Well, there we go.
Look at you. You're ready for the national.
I do. I don't think I can dine out on that just yet, but I'll keep studying. I'll keep studying. I've never watched an ice hockey game in my life. I know you watch them all the time.
I wouldn't have you watch one before you go to one.
Okay. I don't think I can watch them over here anyway, even if I wanted to.
Damn, I wish. Too bad you won't be over here during the season.
It's the middle of summer, so the ice melts, doesn't it? I mean, quite literally, actually. That's probably a thing. I know they play indoors a lot these days. But I'm sure back in the day when ice hockey was first invented, it was like just a winter thing because you had to wait for the ice.
In Canada, I think it's always winter, isn't it?
Apparently. Well, I'll find out because I'm going to be in Toronto.
Oh, I love Toronto. I'm so jealous.
5th August. So,
you guys are gonna have such a good time.
I can't wait. So, what do we know? Well, it's about 44 days away now.
Yes, we can go to thegradedgamer.com and check for our countdown.
Marvelous.
We are 46 days away.
46 days away.
Yes.
Yeah, it's 44 until it's 44 until my journey starts then. Because I'll be traveling to London on the Monday to fly to America on the Tuesday, and the national starts on the Wednesday. So yes, there we go. Sorry.
I was going to say, so Wednesday, like we both get in on Wednesday.
I get in late Tuesday evening, but to all intents and purposes, I won't be human. So yes, Wednesday.
I was going to say Wednesday for me is only going to be like food and drinks, probably.
Yeah. Yes, I don't know because I know the show's open. Was it 2 till 8 or 4 till 8 or something? It's like
I don't know. This is one of those shows where when I'm there, I'm there.
Yeah.
Like I don't have to be first in the door.
Yeah. I don't. But I'd like to at least have a little look. I mean, I still need to get tickets. But
I don't know. No. I don't know anybody who has extras. So
I might hit up Upper Deck, see if they got any. Well, as we were just talking about before we started recording, they'll have at least one that they're not using or they weren't using for the person they'd allocated it for. I'm excited to go there. I mean, I might. I don't know what state I'll be in on Wednesday morning, quite frankly, because it's such a long travel day. I don't know if you do. I know you travel a lot for the shows, like within continental US, Canada, don't you? But have you ever done like long to Europe or to long haul?
No.
It's fun. I mean, I'm kind of when I say I'm kind of used to it, well, I am used to it. I've done it quite a few times over the last 3 decades. It's not like I do it every year anymore. I used to do it a lot more, but it properly, unless you kind of pace it right, it can properly screw with you, kind of like your time of day and stuff like that. I mean, I've got it nailed for going to New York, but when I go anywhere else, it's always a bit. She's never been to Canada.
Okay, can I just?
Is that Carlos under a different account?
No, this is okay.
Chris Carter. Oh, thanks for the X-Files.
Yes, this is Chris Carter. So disregard 90% of what he says and 100% of what he says about me.
All right, fair enough. So yeah, no. So by the time I get to Chicago, I'll have been traveling for 12, for about 12, 13 hours. Actually, maybe 14. And body clock wise, I think I land at 9:30 in the evening. But it'll actually be in terms of UK time. It'll actually be like 4:30 in the morning or something stupid like that. So, do you see what I mean? But I'll probably just crash. Actually, no, I'm not. Greg's picking me up, Rebel Base Card. So we'll probably go for a beverage at least. But I can't imagine I'll be too raring to go at 6 a.m. on Wednesday morning. Put it that way.
I don't know what time it opens. Let me see.
But when are you getting in? Because I asked you this during the week. You've
Well,
been so busy.
That's because I haven't booked my ticket yet.
Excitement. Have you booked your hotel yet?
No, I have not.
Oh my goodness. That's why I'm like, she can't tell me because she doesn't know.
Yeah, she doesn't
She
know.
hasn't booked it. Oh wow.
Well,
living on the edge.
A friend of mine works for a company that's going to be there, and so she booked like a whole bunch of rooms for her people, and one of her, she might not need one, so I might just scoop one of those.
Oh wow. Okay, well that's guaranteed to be a damn sight nearer to the show than the one I'm staying at.
Yeah.
So, yeah. But no, I can't wait. And to be honest with you, that Wednesday will largely involve the Target that's 2 blocks up, so that I can.
I'm very excited about the Target. Pete, when is Pete getting there? Pete, you have to go to Target.
When are you getting there? But I'm going to Target, and partly also because I want to see if there's any blasters in the wild. Quite frankly, I think the odds aren't good, but it'd be nice to have something to open. Yeah, so the Wednesday, I don't know. I mean, if it's only a light show day, and depending on where people are, I'll just probably, I don't know, I might even nip into the city and back just to get it done. I'm just excited. I just want to do something cool, and then meet up with you guys. So yeah, so I don't know.
Yeah,
play it by ear, really.
It's one of those. It's one of those shows where like you kind of roughly know what's going on, but you never know exactly what's going on.
Yeah. Ah, yeah.
So, although we know for sure we have a dinner Thursday.
Yes. Dinner Thursday. I've got a couple of interviews for the podcast to line up. I've got some mics as well, some portable mics, like lapel mics that plug into a little adapter on the bottom of the iPhone.
Mm-hmm.
So I can do some portable audio recording.
A couple of those.
Yeah. And I bought some. I haven't tested them out yet. I should probably do that before I get on the plane. So yeah, I've got those as well. And yeah, I'm just I need to get some t-shirts made.
Still, that's the plan, huh?
Yeah. You seem horrified. She says, sporting her graded gamer top. You got a brand.
I don't know, Chris. I don't know what that is. I mean, I know what Ultraman is, but
I've seen the promos.
I don't.
I've seen the promos. Yeah. I'm not. It's not an IP I'm necessarily close to, or cuddly with, should we say? So why you seem reluctant to be wearing t-shirts that I might make, Amanda? Are you slightly worried?
Yeah. So you're acting all like the emoji with the halo. Like, oh, why wouldn't she want Ian to make t-shirts?
Well, I don't know. Last time I mentioned it, you were fine about
Marvel
it. Marvel
Collectors podcast. You're gonna make some kind of snarky t-shirt. I know it.
No, I'm gonna make the t-shirt I told you about. When I said I'm gonna mock up something that says "You're got any non-sports."
Oh, okay. Okay.
Friday Night Saturday Morning logo on there as well. When you upload the high-res image to the Google Drive.
I did.
Did you?
Yeah, we talked about it.
Stop the front door. No, you said you were going to do it. You didn't then come back and say, I've done it.
Not only did I come back and say I had done it, I told you that I uploaded one that didn't have the Friday 10:30 details on it.
Right, okay. I'm going to look back through the chat because I have no memory whatsoever of that happening. Let me have a look. Oh. Hang on a minute.
Although you're going to have to check like 3 different social media.
I've got no idea what's going
Pete,
on.
this is behind the scenes. This is how the sausage is made.
Friday night, Saturday morning. There's all the photos I put in there. 30th of May. You didn't tell me you'd done this. Oh, wow. Look at this. Both of them. Oh, stab me with a spam syringe. It's gorgeous. Right. Okay. I'm on that right now. I need to find someone who's not a fascist organisation like Sticker Mule to make T-shirts. So that's my next job.
Yeah.
Because they were bloody handy, but I'm refusing to swallow my ethical and moral code. And
somebody told me that if you really want to use them, that you wait for them to run their specials because those are loss leaders. And if you only use their specials, you're like hurting them.
Yeah. I mean, the thing is that whenever they do a T-shirt special, it's just a single T-shirt.
Yeah, it's always just one.
Yeah. So I know I'll find someone local to do it. A local T-shirt shop for local people.
Yeah, support local.
And for those who watch League of Gentlemen, that's for you. Snarky T-shirts about Amanda. Chris Carter really is like from the cheap seats, isn't he?
Yeah.
You two got form, history. What's going on?
Form? I haven't heard that. No, he is tongue and
clutches pearls. Clutches pearls. Amanda is quite saucy. He goes.
So The Matrix came out this week.
It did. Yes, blue pill or red pill, Amanda. There you go. Where's my other hand gone? Where's my other hand? Where?
Yeah,
no, that's the other hand. There we go. It's reversed. I can't believe it. I'm like, where's my other hand? I'm holding up the one I think is not on camera.
This is a good time to remind everybody it's early for Ian.
It's really early.
It's early.
It's not even 7 a.m. yet. Oh my days.
This is not alcohol. This is not enough coffee.
This is not. Well, I've finished my first pint of coffee. I need more. I could have put a shot of whiskey in there and no one would have known. Anyway, right.
I was like, I see them both.
Oh dear. Right. So yes, the Matrix. Oh dear, let me tell you about the Matrix. It's got all flashing green things going down the screen. It's gorgeous. So yes, the Matrix Weekly. Now I learnt everything I needed to know about the Matrix Weekly from your excellent post that you did earlier in the week.
Oh, thank you.
Seriously, I'm like, I know you kind of brush it off. I'm in awe about how much my brain just can't pull out as good a content as you create. You seem to create effortlessly for Instagram. I love it. Hats off to you. I wish I was able to kind of get out my own creative way and create stuff as good as that, because it's really good. And I learned a lot from just those posts. So well done.
Yeah, I just wanted to break it down because there's a lot of like they just throw it kind of out there, and it's like, okay, just tell me. Like the first week, okay, there's 4 different base cards. There's 2 different, like just give me give me that.
Yeah.
And it did take me a while.
Yeah. I'm so basically I think so the Matrix Weekly, I think it's going to be, is it 10 weeks?
It's 10 weeks.
10 weeks.
Does not cover Does it cover all the I feel like one movie's left out maybe?
Well, no, I'm based on what I've seen so far, I think it's just the first film. I really do.
I think
the reason I say that is because the story so the base cards 1 to 4 are story cards. Yeah, so they're like the early scenes in the movie, as per a normal kind of set that you'd get related to a film.
Right.
And if it's only 10 weeks, given the period of the film they've covered in those 4 cards, they're going to have trouble covering 3 or 4 movies. And they wouldn't just do 2. I'm pretty certain.
It says it's going to be from all 3 movies.
Oh, does it?
Yeah.
Well, in that case, I'll shut up. Ignore everything I've just said, folks. We'll
no,
edit that in post.
And Ian, I only remember that because I spent like 2 hours trying to put that thing together, partly because Chris was harassing and nagging me the entire time.
Right.
But that's why I remember 3 movies, and I don't think I've seen the 3rd one. That was the other thing. And now Pete's saying there's a number 4.
There is, yeah. They made another one about 3 years ago. They kind of went back to the well, which is it's not bad. It's I love the Matrix. The thing with the 3rd one, Matrix Revolutions, a lot of people kind of will say that that's kind of the Godfather 3 of that trilogy.
Okay.
As in, it kind of isn't. It, a lot of people say, "Oh, the 3rd one was shit," or some stuff like that. I loved it. I really enjoyed both of the sequels. But yeah, it's I think it's a really interesting kind of universe and world.
I was going to ask, is that part of it? Is it just like it's just being back in that universe regardless?
Yeah, I think so. And it's I remember when I saw the first Matrix movie had a really big impact on me. So I was it was 1999 it came out, and I was on my first ever trip to America, and I went to New York, and I went to New York on my own, which at the time I was in my 20s, dear, and I just split up from a relationship, and I was like, and we I'd saved some money for us to go somewhere, I think Paris or something cheesy like that, and because we weren't suddenly going, I had some money. In those days, you could book a return flight to New York for like $300.
Oh wow!
And so I did. I think I went on a Thursday. I came back on the Monday or something like that, and it was in the middle of summer. It was fucking hot, and I stayed at the YMCA in Chelsea, which I didn't know any better. I mean, it was fine, but I probably wouldn't stay in a hostel again, and nor have I. And I went on my own, and I remember I went and I flew on the day, and I'd never flown, transatlantic before, so it's the first time that I had that time diff thing. I remember I got there. I remember I checked in at the thing, and then I walked down to Union Square. And I went to the cinema, and I went to see Star Wars Episode 1, okay, The Phantom Menace, which had not come out. And I remember saying to the person at the clerk at the cinema, I remember saying to them, "I've just flown all the way from England to see this movie," and they just give me the most withering look. Enjoy the film, sir. And lo and behold, I promptly fell asleep 3 times during the film, because for me it was like 4 a.m, body clock wise. Anyway, it was really fucking hot. So a couple of days later, I just went to it was Chelsea, so it was 23rd Street, somewhere around there. I just went to the cinema that was just down the block, and I went to an afternoon showing of The Matrix, and it was just, I had no idea what I was going in for. I remember coming out of that just feeling like, oh, my mind was blown. It's like I'd been completely rewired walking down the street. I was just like so euphoric from the experience of seeing it, because it was such a different thing. And yeah, so I really enjoyed that, and it was a memorable trip to the cinema for me. So yeah, I'm really, as you can tell from the focus we've had on this show before, I love me some Matrix cards.
Yeah, those cards are really nice.
But Chris, no, Once a Weekly disappears. Much like Unbound, which was a weekly release. If they didn't sell out of all the 999 packs, or 1999 packs in this case, that's it. Done. Gone. So, see ya.
Yeah.
But Amanda, you told me yes, you told me some hot news. We're going on. They sold out at some point in the last few hours.
Their little news section said that they are sold out, and I think that was posted today.
Now, I'm not going to lie to you. I'm a little bit. I thought the price was a bit high.
Yeah, I thought so too.
So it's $15.99. You get 4 cards in the pack, and I think at least one of them is digital, maybe 2. Well, we'll find out in a minute, because we've got some to open. Even though it's sold out, we got in there quick.
Although the achievements do look really nice.
The achievements do look really nice. So. What can I tell you? Well, first of all, I can tell you that I went in and bought some on the day it came out. I think I bought 4 packs. So which I couldn't afford, but I bought 4 packs anyway. So I bought them and I loved it. And since then, I've been trading
okay.
for them. So I've actually built up quite a nice little stash. The reason being is because I looked at the breakdowns, and I've never properly got my head around a set like this before. But your thing helped massively, and there was a post on, I think, the pop culture group that broke it down as well. Because when you do a run at the achievement ones, you have a one in, I think there's 6 PMGs basically. There's the Neo one, which is the magenta PMG, which is the really nice one.
Yeah.
And then there's 5 others that you can get.
Yes.
Each time you go for one of those, it's a random.
It's random.
So you have to have enough gas in the tank to make 5 runs at it. And obviously you wouldn't get a different one each time. Chance, if I manage to make it that far, because at $15.99 for another 9 weeks, I'm going to be lucky to get even one. But I'm determined. I love those magenta PMGs. I've got most of them from the kind of phase 1 to 4 MCU sets.
I think I have like Thor, and I have somebody else.
Yeah, they're
really pretty.
They're stunning, and they've done them on the more recent ones. Chris, I'm pretty sure they print them all up front. I don't think Upper Deck do print on demand like that, simply because of vendor time.
Yeah, they have. They did with the Superman promo. That was print to demand.
Yeah, that's an unusual one for them, though.
Yeah, but not for weekly. I don't think they've ever done that for weekly.
But yeah, and it's. I mean, should we Shall I go to the marketplace on thingy and then share screen and we can look at them?
Yeah.
Let me just quickly do that, and then I'll share screen and we can check out the cards. If I can get this to work, product. So the joy about a product being so recently released, you only have to go down 2 things in the category for to look at the cards. Right, I'm going to present. I'm going to share my screen. Here we go. My screen is about to be shared. Right.
The anticipation.
Can you see what I see? Can you see me? Are you there?
We can see you.
Marvelous. Can you see the screen?
Yes. And we can see both your hands
right.
if you lift them both up.
Great. Thank you. Right. So you've got the base set. I quite like these. Let's have a butcher's at one of them. They're not numbered. Looks like, I'm hoping that's foil, silver foil at the bottom there.
That'd be nice.
But yeah, that's from the first development. No, what I like about this is no Upper Deck logo on the front. There's a Skybox logo, which I'm kind of okay with, but not that I dislike the Upper Deck logo. It's just, in fact, there's no Upper Deck logo on it at all. It's just Skybox on the back as well. In fact, 2 different Skybox logos. Okay. So, the backs are fairly perfunctory. They do, they explain what's going on the card. So that's base number 1. Then you've got
Chris, that's always the question.
I mean, you've seen this film, haven't you, Amanda? You've seen this film, haven't you? Yeah, that's the kind of quite a famous image, that one. There's the back. You got, let's have a look at the third one. I'll speed up a bit once we get to the other ones because there's not many original kind of things. There's Trinity in a phone box. Can I just say, I've been so tempted by plates for this, but I've decided not to because I know I want to do. If I get any plates, I know I won't want to stop there, so I'm holding off getting any.
Yeah.
But I've seen them on ComC for pretty decent prices. So.
Oh, really? They're on ComC already?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. There was some on day 1. So that's the base. That's physical. So you could export those and have them shipped home. Then you've got a digital rain parallel, and that is, as it sounds, a digital parallel. Now I'm going to preface this by saying these don't combine. Don't think that you can get multiples of these and get a parallel that has a different effects like this digital rain on. They're not combinable. They are part of an achievement chase, and we'll come to that in just one moment. So there's a digital parallel of all those. Then you've got the printing plates, like I said. Now the yellow for some of these looks amazing because it's such a dark image, and yellow on a dark image is actually a really good plate. That Your Men Are Already Dead will be a prime example because all 4 plates are on there. Look at that. I think this one might be the yellow. Let's have a look. No, that's black. See, that's the thing. The black one is often not the best one. It's going to be this one. No, it's not. That's the magenta.
You got a 50-50 chance now.
It's that one. Oh, no, it's going to be that one because that's clearly the cyan. Yeah, on this card, it does actually look nice. But the Freeze Police and the Close Call yellows went on ComSig, and they were stunning. Okay. They were really, really clear and well defined. So, all of my things the truth. I love seeing all 4 plates out there. I really do. You know, even 4 completely
different. Okay, that's partly though because I think that's partly because of the recent deep dive you've done into the Eternals plates, I would imagine.
Yeah, but it's quite an unusual thing to see all 4 plates out there for a product and actually still out there, you know, several days after release. Because for something like Unbound, where everything drops into the market at the same time, those plates disappear pretty quickly because usually character collectors of some kind. Right. So then you've got a black and white variant. Now, interestingly, they're not of all of these. Yeah, so Close Call is the same. But then it skips. And I imagine this is a base card that we haven't seen yet.
Oh.
So the black and white variants aren't of every single base card.
Oh, interesting.
They're different. So this one we haven't seen. I imagine this will be in week 2's base cards.
Right. Huh.
So yeah, I like them. They're okay, but they're just a black and white variant of the base card. But they've not chosen to do it for every base card. So the way I think of these in the same way as they do the Comic Clash cards that came out with Marvel Weekly.
Yeah.
In that you get 2 tier 4, you know. And again, they're pretty common. We'll hit some of those because looking at the numbers. Now, this is there's a character card. So the character cards, obviously there's the main Trinity one there, which is fine. I don't know what this is going to be like. I mean, hopefully that's silver foiling on those.
It looks like it, right? And it looks like where it says the Matrix is either like extra or...
So here's my first, apart from the price, here's my other gripe, is the numbering. They've done this. So every card says 1 of 1499.
I think that's a lot cheaper.
They're not individually serried.
Yeah. I think they're more expensive otherwise.
It bugs me. I know, but you're $15.99 pack there. Sorry.
Oh no, I got you.
It really bugs me. It's a real shame. It's a real shame. I think that's a real missed opportunity, because I think for this movie and this IP, I mean, there are people who would want alphas and omegas of certain characters, for example.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Now there's a gold parallel. Now again, I
think I know someone who got one.
But I think the foiling. Yeah, I think the foiling. I did. I got 2 of them.
Actually.
Yeah. It was the red flasher. So it looks to me like this 4 is going to be gold instead, which is assume. I'm not sure if the difference is going to be that stark though. But you can see it's 1 of 499. Now, these are important. These are part of the achievement chase. I think these are going to be the one that you're going to want to focus on. The other thing you're going to want to focus on are these digital rains. Okay, because as well as the digital rain parallels, which again are the digital ones, I mean, that looks so good. It's a shame that's not going to be physical. Look how clean that is.
Oh, wow.
I think that's really nice. I like it. I'm just going to skip down a little bit. There is digital rain puzzle pieces. So you remember the Captain America shield? Vibranium cards that formed a big puzzle piece. This is that, but again, they're not going to be physical.
Oh, they're not?
So it just forms a big picture. No, it just forms a big picture. Again, the digital rain are as they sound. They're going to be digital. But there are 30 of them. Yeah. 30 of those. And then you're going to have digital rain of the character cards. There's going to be 10 of those. So that's going to be 40 digital cards. And then you've got a digital parallel of all the base cards. 4 times 10, that's 40. So there's going to be 80 individual digital rain cards to get. And you need all of those for one of the achievements as well. So unless you get all of those, you can't then combine the achievement cards. That's why you need them. They don't stack.
The puzzle doesn't stack into anything?
No. It's part of the achievement chase.
I know, but it could still stack into something.
No. Well, you could, but it doesn't. That's not the way it works. It's not happening, I'm afraid. I mean, look how few there are out there. I mean, one would imagine that there's only been 25, and so these will be across the whole 10 weeks. So they'll release a chunk of these. I mean, one would assume it's 25 of each. Looking at these numbers.
Yeah.
And so there'll be 25 of each with week 2, 25 of each with week 3. I mean, I don't know that for sure, that number, but looking at this, that would be the most logical thing. Right, I've skipped over some juicy inserts. There's a Code FX. Now, I haven't been able to pull any of these, and then the numbers are pretty small. I will want them, however, so I'm probably going to go and buy them. They're not part of any achievement chase. What are you laughing at? Because I can't see the comments. So what are you chuckling about?
No, I'm laughing because you said that you would want them. And
no.
Well, yeah.
Oh, okay. I didn't know. So these look really nice. I think this is one of those times when the EPAC scans just isn't doing it.
We'll have to get these in hand.
In the real, but these are hard numbered.
Oh, okay.
Hallelujah. Yeah. I like these. And there's I don't know if there's going to be 4 each week, or if there's going to be more of these released each week. I think it's going to be the latter, actually. I don't know. But then there's blue parallels of them as well, which are numbered to, I think it's 50.
I think it's where's my tab? I think you're right.
And then there's a green parallel of that, which is numbered to 10.
Oh.
And as you can see, there's not many of those out there so far.
We love a green card numbered to 10, don't we?
And this is why I think these will continue to be in the release packs in week 2, 3, and 4. Because there's not 10 of these out there.
I think so too, because am I making it up? Did I read somewhere
that card is?
Yeah, that's really nice. Okay.
So yeah, and this is when my daughter was really small. She used to have a thing about, like, when there's a bad guy on something, she used to call it the danger. Oh, he's the danger, she'd be saying when she's watching something. That was her phrase.
That's cute.
It is really cute. These are going to be the danger for me. These are going to drain that national budget quicker than a toilet on flush. Yeah, so I'm going to want to snap these up as quick as I can.
Yeah, because it doesn't say. So it says for character cards, they're specific, and it says that they're spotlighting the 4 main characters. So I'm wondering if the Code FX is also just the 4.
I think this is just going to be the 4, yeah. So yeah, there we go. I mean, that's the breakdown of it. There's some nice stuff to chase there. But yeah, I've been trading for stuff and kind of squirreling it away just to make sure I've got some stuff to trade on weeks that aren't quite as where I might not be able to buy as much.
Yeah.
Because this is going to be happening right over the summer, and I'm going to be at the National.
Yeah.
I'm going to.
This might be something people come to late as well. Chris,
but I want those PMGs.
Right. So I think the PMGs are the biggie. I don't think there's any. I haven't seen anything that talks about autographs or memorabilia for this at all.
No, there's nothing like that in the mix, not for a weekly product. They may well come back and do something bigger, which would be nice, because this movie hasn't had, I mean, apart from the Asian release that I showed the box for just now, there's not really been much for Matrix in the trading card space. There certainly weren't any sets that came out from Rittenhouse or Inkworks or any of those cats when the movies came out. There wasn't anything like that, so it's never really had a proper treatment. So yeah, I'm hoping that they get there. This set surprised me, because I did have chats with Upper Deck, and they told me that at the time I had that conversation with them, that they didn't have image rights for any of the actors, for example. So clearly something has shifted in the licensing point of view, because we now have stuff from the movies, because they were going to be bringing out a I think they have actually brought out a Legendary or something like that, focused on the Matrix, but it's all kind of artwork based.
Oh, really? I haven't seen that.
Yeah. No, I think it came out last year. It was quite a quiet release. We were all kind of focused on other stuff, like the Marvel license going. So I think people didn't really pay attention, but I need to track that down. Anyway, I like it. I really do. I'm excited to get some in hand. Shall we open some?
Yeah.
Let's do it while I'm sharing screen, and then you can do yours, unless you want to swap over. So how many packs have I got here? I think I've got 3. Yeah, 3 packs. Here we go. So it's 4 cards a pack. Right. Are you ready with the let's fucking go kind of klaxon? If I
shoot, Keith has that Eugene button. I need the Eugene button.
Yeah, I do have the sound effect on my computer somewhere, but I'm not going to find it now. Right. All of our viewers breathe a sigh of relief. Right, here we go. The first one will be a base card. Black and white parallel. Right, so if there's going to be something hitty, it'll be the 3rd card. There should be a digital at the 4th. Okay, that's a character card. And digital rain parallel. So yeah, there we go.
See, but I want to see that digital rain parallel. I want to see like that, the digital, like that green. I want to see that in a foil so bad.
I know. From your lips to God's ears, dear. So actually, $15.99. These 3 are physical. So that's a pretty good ratio for an e-pack.
Yeah.
So that's one way to look at it, I guess. And some packs I've had where I didn't get digital. Right,
remember
reload.
It was
I got a badge.
Oh, congratulations, Pack Ripper.
Oh, thanks. I'll wear that. Here we go. Base. Black and white. So the only thing about 4 packs and such a limited pool of cards, you do get repeats. Gold. Yeah, it's a gold.
Nice.
I
never open with the sound on. That's so dramatic.
To be more honest with you, nor do I. So that scared the shit out of me. And then a digital rain parallel. Honestly, I think I might have just clenched involuntarily when
apparently Pete didn't know either.
Yeah.
Whew. That's really, I have a feeling that's going to be beautiful.
Gold. Like, so I'm happy with that. Yeah. Right. One more day. Right, here we go. I want to get one of those code effects or printing plate. That would be nice. I fell on the button. There we go. Another character card and a digital rain.
Okay, so
those are
is it just one character this week? Is that what it is?
Yes, that's right. So there's going to be 10 of those in total, which is annoying from a binder mentality, but yeah, I've learned to live with it. I mean, I haven't at all.
No, I know. Every time. So make sure that start writing on your hands all of the things that we want to remind Billy Celio we find irritating, because 10
Oh
cards
God, don't get me
in an
started.
insert set is one of the things he and I go back and forth on.
To be honest with you, I've always been told multiple times from a couple of different people that the vendors that comes from the vendors. I think that's bullshit because the vendors work for Upper Deck, so Upper Deck could tell them to print and do
work it
whatever
out.
they want. I think it's so. They just need to stop.
Make it 9 cards. Throw a promo card as that extra card on the sheet, and give us promo cards again, which is the second line on my hand of things.
Now, you'll notice that in all that we didn't get any of those puzzle pieces. So the puzzle pieces, like I said, I think it's 25 of each released each week, 30 of them. So yeah, they're
they really don't combine it for anything. They're just
no, they don't, Amanda. No, stop asking me the same question. They really don't. Oh, right. Anyway, so there's those. I'm going to stop sharing so you can open yours. I'll come back and catch up on all the comments I've missed. Oh, Jake's here. Retroverse. Who else is here? Oh, yeah, Chris. I love my plates, as you know. Amanda, you know that, Amanda.
Yeah, Chris is a plate person too.
Yeah. I mean, maybe it's cheaper to buy them secondary market, but I'm in this one. You know, I rarely go for a chase like this, so I'm choosing to do it this way. It'll probably cost me more in the long run to go for them buying, but I'm actually doing some trading as well. So I might have bought 4 packs, well, plus 3 now, but I've probably got cards from double that amount of packs from trading. So right. Oh, it's exciting to be on the other end of the sharing thing.
All right, let's see here.
What you getting?
I don't even know how to turn my sound on for this. All right, here we go. Well, apparently the sound is on now.
Yeah, it's on by default. There we go. Bass. Black and white.
That click is so loud.
I know. Regular character, digital rain. Okay.
All right, you're going to tell me if you need any of these, right?
Oh, she's a pack ripper.
We share an anniversary now.
Yay! Oh, black and white character, digital rain. Okay.
I got the exact same pack.
Yeah, I mean, people should go and buy Mentalcon sketches. I won't be one of them, Jake. No disrespect to friends. I just don't collect sketches anymore. So I would be. You didn't get any puzzle pieces.
I got no puzzle pieces.
Or any golds.
But this one's different.
Yeah, that's digital rain of one of the base. So show all your new items. Let's go.
Go
X out of that. Oh, I'll do that. There we go. Right, so you got 2 digital rain, both black and white, and 3 of the 4 base.
That's
not a bad start.
It's
not bad. So yeah.
Okay.
There we are.
I really like the look of these.
Do you want to go to the news thing and scroll down and show some of the PMGs while you're there?
Oh yeah.
It'll be in the news thing. Click on the icon at the top, the bell icon.
I lost it.
Top right, there we go. News. You'll have to go down a bit because for some reason on Fridays they just put out so many news things. Oh, scroll up, you missed it. Scroll up.
No, that was the sold out.
Was it? Oh, I didn't even see that. That was yesterday. Wow. Okay. Yeah. But, I mean, that's good in a way because it stops me itching to accidentally purchase some more.
Yeah, but look at this.
I know. Well, we're gonna come to DC Annual in a minute.
All right. Oh, so good.
Oh, they haven't done plates, have they? Plate sets for that. Did I just see?
For for DC?
Annual.
I think they're achievements.
Yeah.
Okay.
Right. So there's your breakdown.
Yes.
Here we go. Right, glitch. So these are the achievement cards you get, and you've got to get
a lot.
Yeah, you got to get all 5 of those. I mean, here we go. So you get the 10 card. Scroll up, is that? It's got a breakdown there. So if you get all the character sets, you get the Trinity glitch. If you get all the black and white, you get Agent Smith. So they'll be doable, those two. The base set with Morpheus, again, that's going to be doable. It's the Agent Smith, the gold parallel. That's going to be tougher. And then blue parallel achievement set to get A5 featuring Neo. Now, you're not seeing blue parallel achievement set in there. So if you scroll down, here we go. Right. So collectors who require glitch achievement 1, 2, you get one of the character's blue parallel achievement cards.
Randomly awarded.
1 of 3. So you have to go back to the well. You'll have to do this at least 3 times. And if you scroll up to remind yourself of what you need to get A1 and 2.
A1 and 2 are okay, but you're going to end up with like 3 sets.
But still, you're going to need at least 3 complete sets of each of those. So, it's good that they're quite prolific. Then you've got, here we go. Digital Rain Puzzle, Digital Rain Parallel, Characters Digital Rain set, 80 cards. 2 randomly awarded Characters Red Parallel.
2 of the 3.
Now that's going to be a bottleneck, that is.
Yeah. So you're going to do it twice.
That's going to suck. That's going to suck.
You're going to have to do it at least twice. Hope you get all of them, and then you'll have an extra one to trade for something.
So there we go. So scroll down. So you got the glitch achievements 1 to 3.
Oh, but look at the backgrounds.
Yeah, you can get one of these 3, and then you've got to do the blue parallel achievements to get glitch achievements 4 and 5 to get one of these.
But they're beautiful.
They're going to be gorgeous. Yeah, I've got my magenta PMGs from the MCU. I've got them in BCW One Touches because they're so nice.
Yeah, they really are.
So good. I love them. Yeah, I couldn't bind to those at all. They're just so good. They deserve one touch.
So
one touch is all you need.
So Tuesday. These drop on.
Is it Tuesday? Yeah, it is Tuesday. Yeah. I think you're right. It is Tuesday. I thought you meant today. I was like, no, I'm sure.
No.
I was still.
But remember when? I think did you do Marvel Weekly?
Oh yeah. That was when I was driving the groups in the early days when I was still enthusiastic and full of optimism.
But remember to even see the packs on ePack, you had to have something else in your cart. You had to buy something else to get access to those.
Marvel Annual 2016 was the go-to because it was $2.99. So you'd always have one of them in your cart. And if you didn't have it in your cart, you couldn't even see the product.
Yeah.
To select and put in your cart. It wasn't grayed out. You just couldn't see it.
Yeah. You wouldn't even know it was there.
So yeah. Marvel Weekly, and you remember the site was crashing like I mean one would hope that Marvel Weekly they could do now without that. Well, they couldn't do it at all, but because they haven't got the license. But one would hope that if Marvel Weekly happens now, they've spooled it up to a point where it could at least not fall over. Because Marvel Weekly, compared to some of the weekly releases they do now, was but a mere flesh wound.
I don't know, like Unbound still broke it a couple times.
Yeah, I know.
Spider-Man week was a nightmare.
More than it should have done. But yeah, Marvel Weekly, there was a set came up, a complete set, very recently in group, and I should have got it. I just couldn't pull the trigger. I just didn't have the money. What with the vacation coming up, so.
Do you not have a set at all?
No, I don't have any of it. I used to have it all, and I sold it.
I have to look and see.
I've not got any in hand. That's the thing, and I want them all in hand. And this guy had already exported them from ePack, so it was a physical buy.
Yeah,
so it had the full base.
I probably for sure have an extra base.
Yeah, all the character cards, all the negative achievements.
Yeah, I was just
going
through this. The achievements are so good. I really like them. I mean, they're not like, they're not foily or like crazy, but they're just.
Well, listen, if you've got some, feel free to bring them along to the Nash. Which reminds me, I've got a big package about to go off to you, which has lots of good stuff. And the reason I've chosen to mail it, even though it will cost me a few dollars, is because if I bring it with me, you're just I imagine you'll be going carry-on only for your trip to Chicago. rather than checking a bag? I don't know. Maybe you will check
Sir.
a bag.
Sir.
But I've no idea. I don't know how you travel. If you travel light or if you're carrying loads of bump around with you. But
I'm bringing like 2 bags.
2 bags. In that case, well, I probably could bring it with me then. But the trouble is, I've got to fit it in my bag. I could do.
Well, I'll just I can reimburse you for the shipping.
No nonsense. But you've got stuff for me that you were going to ship to Donnie. But you're going to see Donnie next weekend. Because where are you going next weekend?
So next weekend I will be. So starting Wednesday, I will be in Las Vegas until Saturday. And
Vegas, baby.
Yep. So don't anybody text me and expect any kind of reasonable response. And don't FaceTime me because this is the disclaimer right now. But so Friday I will be acting right because I don't know what it's called officially. MagicCon Vegas.
I have no idea. Yeah, something.
Yeah, there's gonna be a lot of artists there. It should be pretty cool. And Donnie's going to be there. And
Donnie's going to be there because he reps quite a few of the artists.
Yeah, I forgot what booth he told me he's going to be at, but I'm
Magic
excited
is
to
his world.
Yeah. It should be fun.
Wow. Okay. Yeah, I mean, it's such a. I mean, not the Vegasness of it notwithstanding, it's such a big thing. Magic. It's such a big scene,
especially with the Final Fantasy release right now.
Oh, have they done one of those? Wow. Okay.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, it's insane.
Yeah. Has the Marvel one come out?
No.
All right, because I know there was all the fuss around the pre-sale, but I haven't seen anything about it since. So I imagine it's not actually shipped or being released.
I've seen some of the art because some people are being indiscreet with already owning some of the pieces. But that should be
shocked face.
But that's going to be really nice. Although they did do the secret layer, I think I have some.
Hopefully, someone has screenshotted that and will Photoshop something rude. But yeah,
I think you're safe because Jake's only half paying attention. I suspect at any given time.
He hasn't commented for a good 10 minutes.
Eugene is saying hi and good night. Good night, Eugene.
Oh, Eugene. Oh, hello and goodbye. Where's Eugene? Is he on YouTube?
He's on Instagram.
Oh, he's on Instagram. Oh, I forgot we're on Instagram.
I think he's already gone.
Oh, okay.
We had just a brief moment.
Hi, Eugene. Bye, Eugene.
So we'll get to see Eugene pretty soon. That's exciting.
I'm very excited. I'm also very excited. I've just sold Marvel Masterpieces 1996. The full set.
Oh, really?
I have, yes. Well, I was looking through. I'm having another refinement of my collection, and I realised that it's nice to have the 90s sets, but I really don't appreciate them as much as I used to, and so I'm offloading. I'm offloading the sets that I don't have a personal connection to.
I have like this weird relationship with the 96 set. Like I had it when it released, and I didn't love it. I mean, it's beautiful. The art's beautiful, but it just this isn't a set that I need, so I sell it. And then everyone talks about what a grail it is. So then I'm like, okay, let me get a set again. And then I realize I don't really, the set. What am I doing with this? Let me sell it again, and then I get it back again, and then I think I'm just finally done with it.
Yeah. I mean, it's revered, but and no disrespect to Julian Boris whatsoever. I think it's absolutely gorgeous and stunning, and it's rightly revered. But it's kind of occurred to me that my taste is just not quite there.
Yeah.
So and also so for example, and I know I'll get rocks thrown at me for this, but I'm going to keep Masterpieces 2007, 2008.
I love you and I both are big fans of those sets.
But the thing is, I personally remember buying those and ripping the pack. So I have it's the thing that got me back into cards. That set is got me back into cards. So I didn't buy any of the 90s sets back in the day. The ones that I saw adverts for and wanted, but I couldn't because I was a student and I was in my. I had no money whatsoever. My mum had no money. She was on a widow's pension. So when I was that age, things were pretty tight. And I remember seeing Well, Pete, we're going to come back to the comic art comment there because it's not comic art, but we'll come back to that. I remember seeing the adverts and the cards for the 92 sets, Marvel Universe 3 and Marvel Masterpieces 92. So I'll keep those because I remember at the time being, when you really want something, you just absolutely can't have it, and you feel like everyone else is like getting in on it, but you can't. And so for me, that was the first awareness that 90s cards were kind of a thing. Certainly in the UK, those were the things that broke through because they came through the previews and the diamond route into the UK. But yeah, so I'll keep that. Marvel Universe 94, 93, 94, I'll probably part with, and I might part with 90 and 91 as well, but just keep like the holograms. The holograms are nice. So I'll keep elements from some of the sets, but I think beyond that, I think I've already agreed a private sale for Masterpieces 95 to a UK collector. 93 and 94 are lovely. I've got a stupidly rare 1993 Masterpieces cell sheet.
Oh wow!
I've only ever seen one twice, and one of the ones is the one I got, and it was a multiple $100 purchase. And I've seen one since on eBay for more than I paid. So it is properly scarce.
I just came across I'm still working on project organization.
You're really pushing it. I'm proud of you. Go girl.
I'm getting there. So yeah. I'm finding all of these things that I knew I had, but I forgot I had. And talking about sale shades. Oh God, don't tell me I put it somewhere else.
Now, don't get me wrong. I'm still keeping a taste of the 90s. I've got all the uncut promos I've kept from most of the sets that I've already parted with. And I've kind of got a binder that I call Best of the 90s. So I've got the Power Blast from Marvel Flair. I've got promos from things. I've got all of the promos that came out for comic book series, like the Marvel 93 annual cards, the Executioner song, all those. So I've kind of got loads of that sort of thing that I just focus on. See, I've got one of those. That's beautiful.
Found this old thing. I forgot I had
it's lovely.
this. And now
they're lovely.
It's like a little bit curved, but I think I could still frame it.
Oh, you can frame that. Yeah, good frame or flatten that.
So I'm like, oh man, I'm excited. What else is going to come up? But I've never seen a sell sheet for 93.
I'm gonna keep some of the elements from it. Like for example, I've got an empty, because the 96 was sold in blister packs that were in the box. Yeah. So I'm keeping that plus the wrapper and the two master prints. They're not part of the sale. So I'm keeping those because I love that sort of thing. And I've got this massive binder of promos here. Yeah. So having a little taste, a little element of each set. Plus I've got my collection of wrappers going back for age. So I've got, I've still got an element of those to kind of feel a connection to them. And what I say about everything I decide to part with is that I can always say that I've owned it. No one can take that away from me. And most stuff you can get again. Obviously, sell a 101 or a Black Hat plate set like I did a couple of months ago. I've been speaking to a therapist about that. I think I've worked through. But most stuff you can get again if you really wanted to. Like you with your Masterpiece 96. But Masterpiece 96, I only finished it a couple of months ago. The base. It's and it's not that I wasn't trying. It was because I wasn't trying. It just wasn't a focus for me. So I'd pick stuff up here and there, and then when I got down to the last three, it was just kind of like, okay, I need to kind of. And then I saw someone with the last one I needed, and it was just an easy thing to do. But I'm not really a catch and release kind of collector in that sense. I've seen people who chase for repack. Release achievements and release it, and then immediately then sell them.
Yeah, that's I'm the DC group right now is hopping, obviously.
Yeah, of course.
Because
as it should be.
the EPAC release, and just so I'm always keeping an eyeball on the Marvel group, but I'm just like a little bit more like paying more attention to the DC right now. And it's like, oh, I pulled this, I love this, I'm so excited, and then like an hour later, it's the sale.
And
I know that's like the nature of EPAC and the burning. It's like it's okay to keep them.
Yeah, so I'm focusing down, and also I've only got a limited amount of space to store stuff as well. So those binders can go to good to use. But I'm still my masterpieces 2018 from my cold dead hands. That will always be with me. And I'll keep 2020, I think, and I'll probably keep 96, even though I'm not as. It's going to sound crazy. I'm not as kind of getting a stiffy in public about 96 as some people are. Some people are nuts for
it. Glad to hear that.
That's a wonderful expression. And to be honest with you, and again, I'm sure people will throw rocks at me for this. I would happily sell my 96 and just acquire XL cheaper and just have the art in a bigger format. Not 96, 2016. Apologies. I'd swap it out for the XL version just to get the pieces that I want. Because some of the artwork is gorgeous, and in that XL format, it's lovely. So I so wish they'd done 2018 in that. The plan was that
I'm sure the plan was to do
that. They've confirmed to me that's the case. Anyway, back to Pete. 2007, 2008 Marvel Masterpieces isn't comic art. It is art that's been reused, but it was originally made for the Versus system. Trading cards.
I think he's talking about the style.
Oh yeah. No, yeah. Sorry, I've just saw his follow-up comment, so I didn't see that until now. So it's not. Is it perfect? No. Is Marvel Annual 2018, 2019 perfect? No, but for me, it is the peak of Marvel Annual set. So Marvel Annual 2018-19 is my keeper.
Yeah.
The Marvel, weirdly, Fleer Ultra Spider-Man.
I was going to say that's a biggie for me, and I think it's tied to that's when I feel like that set. I feel like I got to know you guys.
In
our group more.
Oh, I've already parted with it. I parted with that last year, but I've kept elements from it. And what I'll say about that. No, I was talking about the 95 one. I'm only going to go for the Golden Web, and those ones from that. But I'm keeping Bagley's 94 Amazing Spider-Man set.
Oh yeah, that's a great set.
That is an absolute cracker.
Yeah.
So there's elements from, and so that's what I've done with the 90s stuff. Is as I've offloaded my Fleer Ultra X-Men, which I gave to Jake, including the binder, sent them to him. I've kept elements from them. I've kept the uncuts. There's some 9-card Hildebrand puzzles from some of those sets. So I've got. I've got binder or 2 binders actually. Best of the 90s. I've just got little. I don't have to have the whole set. I just want the nice stuff from here. Nice stuff from here. It's a little bit of that. And that's very much my kind of approach now. I'm not. There's very few full sets I'll go for. But yeah. So anyway, 96 Marvel Masterpieces. Someone has claimed. Someone from Canada. So I need to get back to him.
Oh wow!
Before he changes his mind.
Is it like a master set or mini master? Or
it's not. Well, there's not many elements to it. I don't have the double impact. It'd be a lot more money if I did. I only ever had 2 of those, and I was like, you know what, I like them, but the whole kind of front and back thing is nice, but it's not really for me. I like a proper back of a card, and also I was like, I'm never going to want to spend $300-400 on the ones that the Psylocke one, I think it is, all that. So I parted with those some years back. But no, it's the Gold Gallery set, and full base 1 to 100, and that's it for masterpieces apart from the master prints.
Yeah.
It's a pretty tight as it should be, which is what I'm looking forward to about this Matrix set. It's a really tight in and out. Marvel Weekly's the same.
Yeah.
Doesn't take up much binder space. and you can have fun doing it. So I'm gonna enjoy collecting this Matrix set.
Yeah, that's so even like when Chris was asking for their back, and thank God he's gone to bed now. He can't be quiet this long, so I know he's asleep. Asking whether it's cheaper to just buy them afterwards. Like part of it though is like it is
paying for the experience.
Yeah, it's like it is fun to like chase these and trade for them, and I've met people trading those weekly cards.
Yeah. Oh, because Carlos has entered the chat.
Uh-oh.
Is Carlos his surname? Is his first name Because and his middle name I'm?
Absolutely.
Ah, good.
And his show was like 5 hours tonight, so
5 hours?
Yeah, he starts at 5 my time, and he was still going when we started, which is 5.5 hours at that point. And he's just showing up now, so he probably had a quick. Yeah, he does really, really
Hats
long
off to you,
shows.
sir. Hats off to you, sir. Cool. Wow. Okay. So talk to me about DC Annual, Amanda. Have you been going hard?
I have not yet. Like we were just saying, like for the weekly stuff, I really like to get in there and chase it down and trade. For annual, I usually hold back because ComC, everyone's going to race to sell their stuff on ComC, so the prices are going to drop drastically after. It's going to take a minute. And then one of the things I was excited to see on the checklist, there are 360 unnamed items, which means we're going to get pack wars.
Oh yeah, you're going to get pack wars.
Yes.
Yeah, absolutely.
So I will most likely wait for pack wars, and I will get my combines that way because the combines are really what I'm after.
Because you'll spit out base cards like there's no tomorrow.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, that's for annual. That's usually how I do that. But the cards, I love the set. The cards are beautiful. I have these Night Terrors. Do I have one? I think I've already showed one. But it's tough though, like seeing everyone posting.
Yeah, I bet. Well, the contents of that physical box I broke, all of that is in the box going to you.
Ooh.
So all of it.
I guess I'll wear whatever T-shirt you make then.
Well, basically, what I've done with the box I'm sending you is that all the base cards are they're not just in loose, but I haven't sleeved them. I've just chucked them in. They're like the polystyrene beads. They're packaging. And what I've done, but I've sleeved and top loaded all of the chase cards.
Oh, that's nice of you.
And what it done, I've kind of done them. I've sandwiched them alternating, so they're supporting each other, and it's nice and packed in the box. So yeah, so you've got that, and then you've got a box of monster pieces, and some other goodies.
Oh, that's exciting.
So yeah.
But DC Annual, so there are sketch achievements, there are plate achievements, and I haven't done what I did for the Matrix for that yet. I'll probably do that tomorrow, this weekend, because it's a lot. Whew. And then I got to make the checklist for the website. I got to see, sometimes Upper Deck is kind and will send me their checklists. Although usually I can just pull it off of Go GTS.
Yeah, it's the same one.
Yeah.
So it'll be the same one. Are people? So I haven't really been paying attention. Are people getting into it? Are they digging it? They seem to be.
I think so. I'm seeing people in the group talk about who their characters are.
Okay.
For me, this will be a set. I'll collect this whole set. This won't be where I'll just pick somebody. But I'm happy with the color wheels. It looks like we got the foil rainbow background.
Oh, nice.
So I'm excited for that. But yeah, it looks like people are. I mean, there's always going to be people who are just sketch hunting, who are just,
of course,
trying it out.
But
we'll see. The holograms are expensive right now.
Yeah, well, to be fair, they were with Marvel Annual.
Yeah. And they are. I think they're numbered out of 24. They're pretty low numbered.
Yeah, well, that's better than it used to be with Marvel Annual. They were putting them up to reflect the year. So the longer you get, by the time you get to 2033, there'll be 33 of them, which is quite impressive actually. Sorry, bear with. Someone's just sent me a message.
That's all right.
Let me just quickly reply.
Pete's cutting me with the truth here in the comments. So
yeah, I mean, to be fair, I had a whole box of top loaders with penny sleeves in from my Marvel Studios Series 1 and 2 purchases. So I've repurposed stuff, so you're not getting mint fresh out of the pack.
that's
top
totally...
loaders and sleeves. I just did it so that they'd be shipped nicely, and because I'm sure you'll re-sleeve them, the stuff that you want. But yeah,
I can't help it. It's a problem.
No, you go for it. You go for it. So, it's cool that DC. Oh, I saw another set. I sent you a picture of it actually.
Oh yeah, so that's
update announced.
So that is Brilliance.
Yeah,
Brilliance. That's a retail set.
Ah, okay.
Because I know Dre messaged me and asked if that was supposed to be Flair Ultra.
Ah,
but
okay.
It's not. It's a retail set.
Right.
But it looks fun. It looks like it should be. It'll have some good.
Well, it makes sense they'd push one of those out with the Summer of Superman coming up.
Yeah, they want to catch the movie, I'm sure.
Yeah, absolutely. So yeah, that makes sense. Well, maybe I can buy some of that at the Target.
Oh, I bet you.
Yeah.
Or at least, I'm sure David Adams will bring it to the show.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
It didn't occur to me they'd be at the show.
Yeah.
In this case, they can take my money, because the last time I tried to buy from them, they they were giving me shit because I was in the UK.
Oh, they don't ship?
It was no, they do, but it was some sort of weird fraud prevention thing, whereby they wanted me to pay in a way that wouldn't give me protection.
Oh.
I can't remember the details now. I laid out the story on a Marvel Card Collectors podcast, as it was when I was trying to buy Eternals on sale, even though I'd bought from them before. No, not for some years.
Changed.
They messaged me and they said, "Oh yeah, because the card's registered in the UK, we needed to pay this way." And I was like, "Sorry, I'm not prepared to do that. Thanks, cancel the order." It was a really bizarre exchange, and I thought, I just thought it was so odd. I get it, but if you've got something that makes a customer, Dave and Adams, I'm just going to try and find what they said. Here we go. Action required. It's when Eternals went on sale after Black Friday. Here we go. It's company policy that any first-time orders from international customers be paid through PayPal or bank wire transfer. And I was like, because I paid on direct credit card, because I've got a Revolut. It's not even a credit card; it's a debit card. But I've got a Revolut account, so I had the money in US dollars sat in that. So it was a better exchange rate. So I wasn't going to use PayPal for that, because PayPal's exchange rate is an absolute shocker. And I was like, I said, but I'm not a first-time customer. And the shipping address was US, because it was Donny. And I gave them my previous order number.
Oh, do you think that's because that it didn't match the shipping address? And
well, I don't know. And they go, even though it's a US address, it's still required to pay this way due to you being international. Also, because your first order was so long ago, we are unable to count it as a successful order for the purposes of our policy. We apologise for the inconvenience. And I'm like, please cancel this order. Ed Webb at Sci-Fi Cards deserves the business. So, yeah. It's like one of those things. I mean, it was a small dollar order for them, I'm sure. But they've lost me as a customer for life.
I was going to say, I wonder if it was a larger order, if that would have been...
Yeah, there's 4 boxes of Eternals on like $25 clearance or something. So it was only about 100. I mean, it's just over $100. But that's the thing. They've lost me as a customer for life on that one.
Yeah, that's wild.
So, if they've got something physical at the show, that's fine, But... and if I get talking to them at the show, I'll tell them just that. But it's one of those things, having worked in marketing where you look at customer experience, customer journey, and stuff like that. It's an unusual thing when fraud policy stops a purchase and you just don't care as a company. It's like, okay, fair enough. I'll buy elsewhere then. Thank you very much. It was strange. It was a strange one, Amanda. I won't lie to you. So when do you think? What's next on the DC release, apart from the retail set, the Superman? Is it Brilliance?
Yeah, I think it was called Brilliance. I don't know what honestly, I don't know what's first. I think Batman Metal got pushed back.
That's going to be the autumn now, isn't it?
But I think that was supposed to be the next. As far as I mean, they pop up with stuff all the time.
I mean, it'll take them time to ramp up, but I'm sure that I reckon that I wouldn't be at all surprised if they pull out a Superman weekly release or something similar.
Yeah.
To coincide with the movie. But I mean, if they didn't do that, I think I'd be quite
they did that
surprised.
that promo, that print to demand promo. They could.
Yeah, no, I was thinking more in terms of the like the movie, like they did with Ant-Man. They did with Quantum Mania. They did it with Thor: Love and Thunder.
That's right.
So they'll pull out a release with like photo cards from the movie. I'm sure.
That's right. I forgot about those.
Which people will probably go a bit nuts for. So yeah, that'll be soon because the movie's out next month.
Yeah, I think of you every time I see the commercial.
You think of me?
Mm-hmm.
Why?
Because you that like the first Superman movie is like a big deal to you.
Oh yeah. Oh, absolutely. Yeah. I mean, I'm not sure about this one.
Right. But whenever I hear, like, you hear a little bit of the theme.
Yeah, it's the dog that's putting me off. I'm not going to lie to you. I know people dig it. Nathan Fillion's bowl cut might be worth the price of admission, and I like Nicholas Hoult. I mean, listen, I'll see it, but if I was given the Pepsi Coke choice of I can see one at cinema, it'll be that or Fantastic Four, and it'll be Fantastic Four.
Yeah,
because they're released very close to each other.
Yeah, like.
I still need to see the Mission Impossible film at the cinema. Or went to see. What did I go and see? No, nothing. I didn't go and see anything. That's right. I stayed at home.
How did that happen?
I stayed at home. I went to the cinema and saw nothing. It was closed. They let me in though. No, I finally saw Captain America: Brave New World because it came out on Disney Plus.
Oh, I still haven't. I'm so behind on that stuff.
Yeah, I love it. I loved it. I really enjoyed it. Yeah, I had fun. I saw nothing in cinema.
Wait, does that have Red Hulk?
Yes.
My sister is like all about Red Hulk now. She went and saw that. She's like,
really?
She's like, I am Red Hulk. Someone came in and told him not to do something, and he just like hulked out about it. She's like, that's me. I was like, okay. Okay, so I probably have to go see it.
Yeah, no, it's fun. It's a fun film. Oh, is it a perfect film? No.
I never go into those like expecting someone to get
my expectations were lower anyway because some guys on the podcast said they didn't rate it, and Thunderbolts I enjoyed so much more than I thought I would. Thunderbolts was an absolute hoot. So I'm excited. They're like, I think of them in the same way as I think of the 70s giant size specials. They're a fun extra thing that you get. It's enjoyable. But I have started watching Daredevil series 3.
Okay, thank you. I was just gonna say
I'm 5 episodes in, and I fucking love it.
I am not so much about the in the sky superheroes. I like the street level. With like Daredevil is like so good.
So because I hadn't I think it's because we kind of just stopped watching it because I think we were moving house and then we didn't have Netflix for a bit, and then we were kind of watching other stuff and anyway. But yeah, after Defenders, I hadn't watched series 3, and then of course with Born Again, and I won't watch Born Again until I've watched series 3, and I really want to watch Born Again. Having loved Hawkeye and Vincent D'Onofrio being in that, and the way they've tied it together, and the way that they introduced Daredevil into the MCU by that little cameo in Spider-Man No Way Home, and Kingpin being in Hawkeye. I just I've loved the way they've gradually kind of merged lanes. They've merged it into the traffic is how I think about it, and they've done it brilliantly. So yeah, I'm really looking forward to it. I'll tell you what, it's made me appreciate the Daredevil season 1 and 2 autos I've got. So pleased.
Oh yeah, I like that set too. That one had that set is like it's just an MCU set. It's not any different, but I chased the red, the yellow, and the silvers on that. The autographs
I went
were
hard
nice.
on APAC. I went hard on APAC. I bought so much of that product. Defenders to a lesser degree, but yeah, Daredevil series 1 and 2. And it was only a couple of years ago I went back and watched the Punisher series, and I loved those.
Yeah.
Which is why I'm really excited about Born Again, because I know Burnfall comes back as the Punisher in that as well. So yeah, I can't wait. At the moment, I think I've just done the episode where you saw Dex, all his backstory and his flashbacks from when he was a kid. So yeah, I can't wait to watch the rest of it. So yeah, so maybe I was going to watch Born Again. I was going to watch Daredevil season 3 on the plane, but I think I'll have done it by then. So I'll probably be watching Born Again.
Oh, good.
So yeah, so we'll be able to talk about it. Pick a letter of the alphabet, Amanda. Let's look at promo.
Ooh. Oh shoot, I can't remember what I picked last time. Let's
Nor
go.
can I.
Let's go with F.
F for Freddy, right? Oh, okay. It's a slim choice and very much focused on one IP, but we're going to go with it. So we're going to start with I haven't got card cam this week, so sorry, not sorry. Firefly.
Oh, okay, Firefly.
Browncoats Unite, and I've got all of the promos here. It's an Inkworks set, and Inkworks were known to do loads of. Jake has given me the D. In the chat, the D letter of the alphabet. I was actually asking you, and I should have asked the chat. Never mind. So Firefly. So this is promo. This is the UK exclusive promo. PUK, and then there's 3 others that are kind of all variations on a theme. Really, they're different kind of cast shots. Are you a brown coat? Did you get into Firefly Serenity?
No,
I loved it back in the day. So this is P non-sport update. No, this is the Inkworks one. This is the one you got from them direct. As I can mail in. I remember Lost Season 1 that Inkworks did. I think it had like 12 different promos. It was ridiculous. Like one for non-sport update, one for San Diego Comic-Con, one for the Lost Fan Club. This is P1, so this is general distribution. And then there's only one more to come, Amanda. I'm sure you'll be thrilled with that. But you're regretting choosing F now, aren't you?
No, this is. I enjoy promo cards. I don't have to.
And P2. And P2. So it's nice. I not long ago, in the last 6 months, sold my full, because I did a whole full case of this product.
Oh wow!
When it came out, and I had a master set, and I sold. I still got I think I sold the actual. No, I think I've still got the binder with the set and all the inserts in, but I sold the autographs as a separate thing.
Oh.
Yeah, I know. It's exciting, isn't it? I sold
it's
all the autographs.
For me. Don't anyone take that personally.
I know. I sold all the autos, and I got about maybe £600 for them. Some of them are really.
Were there binder exclusives for that? Usually, there's like something.
Not on the auto front. No, they were all pack pull. I think a couple of them were redemption ones. They had a redemption card, and I had those as well. But yeah. So you had the full cast. You had Nathan Fillion.
I was going to say, they were like pretty popular actors in that.
Yeah, Nathan Fillion, Christina Hendricks, who went on to be in Mad Men. She was in the show. And that one goes for a lot. Marina Backer, and so the ladies, Jewel State, those are the ones that go for a lot. Summer Glau didn't sign for the Firefly set. I think she signed for Serenity. But yeah, so it was a full set, and some of them started to pass away now as well. So anyway, we also have a Farscape promo.
Okay.
I never got into the show.
Yeah, me neither. But it had a lot of cards.
It had a lot, yeah. But people really, really wanted it. People went for it back in the day. But yeah, this was a Rittenhouse one auto per box and one sketch card pack.
Oh, that's cool.
So yeah, if you were really into it, that would be a good set to go. I'm sure there's boxes of those pretty. And then there's a really random one in the F section. Michael Turner's Fathom.
Oh, I love Fathom. That's one of my favorite sets.
So yeah, this is a previews. This was in.
Oh, okay.
This is promo 4, so there's 3 others of these to track down.
Mm-hmm.
This was in previews.
Yeah, I think that was Dynamic Forces.
Yeah, it is. Yeah, it's got the little logo just above my fingernail. I've got 2 boxes of promos yet to merge into this binder, so
wow.
we can go back to letters once I've merged them in. In fact, I think I probably need to split it across 2 binders.
It's going to be like the director's cut when you're done.
It will. We did D last time, I think.
I feel like we might have, yeah.
We did, because it had the Daredevil movie promo, and I know that you frowned at me. So I think we'll leave them wanting more, and we'll come back to this next time, and we'll choose another letter of the alphabet. There are some no letter selections as well.
Oh, okay.
I'll give you an example of that. This is a dealer promo from M. Hop and Hop.
Oh yeah, I throw those away.
Yeah, I love
when you buy from them on eBay, they send you those.
I've got a whole load of Ed Webb sci-fi cards ones as well. In fact, I want to finish out that set. I mean, get the gaps. I mean, he won't, he's still doing it. But yeah, I love these. I love this.
Oh, well, I wonder if I come across any.
If you've got any promos hanging around that you don't need, I'm your man.
So wait, so did you say that you have pages or you have letters that you don't have promo cards for?
Well, I think some sets simply don't have, some letters of the alphabet simply don't have sets, really.
That's what I'm saying. If we knew what letters those were, we could challenge.
Well, it's going to be all the difficult ones, isn't it? Like Z. I mean, I've got W, Wild Wild West. Oh, I tell you what, I have got in here. I know. We're going to space this out, but I've got a Bernie Wrightson promo.
Oh, let's see.
Right, it's a hologram.
Oh, that's nice. It's a Frankenstein.
A hologram, yeah.
Yeah, that's one of the.
It's one of these. I don't know if it's Advanced Comics because they did loads of hologram promos, but yes.
That's really nice.
Isn't that lovely?
Yeah.
So you can find. I've got the other W is Wild Wild West, the Kevin Kline and Will Smith movie. I tell you what, the autos for that are really collectible.
Are they really?
Yeah, they really are. Because I don't think Kevin Kline has signed on card before since. No, I have got Zeds. Zorro, of course. But there's no X, Y. There's no Y. Why, Amanda? Why?
We have to find promo cards.
And there's no V as well at the moment.
No V?
No V. No. I mean, like I said, I haven't finished putting all the.
Okay.
I've got a big batch last year off eBay.
Because there's no shot you don't have promo cards from V.
Well, beginning with the letter V. Oh, do you mean the show V?
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know. But yeah, the letter V I don't have. Anyway, so there we go. That's Ian's promo minute, which is usually several minutes. Let's be honest. Carlos is still there. What do we have for pie? We have clotted cream ice cream, or cream, or mascarpone. Those are your options. Or you can have it without. Would you like a coffee with that as well, sir? I feel like I'm taking Carlos's order at a diner. Acceptable. There we go. Well, it's the only proper response to what do we have for pie. Isn't it, really? Are you a pie eater? Do you like pie? Aren't Americans all supposed to like pie, apple pie or something?
Well, I mean, I don't hate it.
Like pie? Do you frequent diners?
No.
No. Oh, there we go.
Do we need to find a diner for you while you're here?
Fuck yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, no, I always try and check out a diner when I found a really good one in New Hampshire last trip. He had a really fucking good cheeseburger.
Okay.
Like a proper diner cooked cheeseburger. That's the kind of thing I like. None of that highfalutin, like loads of extra toppings like bacon and guacamole and stuff like that.
Okay.
Just give me a nice simple cheeseburger with some tomato and pickle on the side. And I'm there. I'm a man of simple pleasures, Amanda.
Oh, we're gonna have to see.
I don't know. Yeah, Pete. So, Pete, what days are you going to be there? What days are you going to be there, sir? You might have already said in the chat, but there's a lot of scrolling, and quite frankly, I'm too old for that. So yeah, I don't scroll, dear.
Yeah, we're gonna have to figure out like what. Okay, Thursday, Friday, and Saturday.
Thursday, Friday, and Saturday. Okay, cool. Yeah. So I'm Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, and Saturday. Cool. Okay,
all right,
good.
We'll have to figure this out once we get there because I'm trying to get us invited to stuff, and that might bump some things. So we don't want to like overbook.
Well, Thursday night's a lock. Thursday night we got
Thursday night is locked. Yeah.
So Thursday day will definitely be the show.
Although we say Thursday night's a lock, I don't know that that's going to take like all night though.
Well, no. But I know that a lot of Upper Deck folk are only in town for the Wednesday, Thursday, because they've got Gen Con as well. So some of the big wigs are going to start at the National, then go to Gen Con.
Yeah.
So you remember Jennifer Wu, who used to work at Upper Deck. She works at Ultra Pro now. And so I messaged her in the week and see if she was at the National, and she's going to be at Gen Con, unfortunately.
I think Dylan's going to that also.
Yeah, exactly. So I think it's going to be a divide and conquer kind of thing. So it's funny enough, I need to message Chris Carlin at PSA. I'm pretty sure he's going to be at the National.
Imagine he would be.
Yeah. So I'm looking forward to meeting some folks. It's going to be
good. You're going to be busy.
I'm going to be I'm just going to. I tell you what I'm going to be looking for. I've been getting into So I watched Andor, the Star Wars series.
Oh, I still haven't watched that.
It's so good.
Eugene is like all into it now. It's cracking me up.
OMFG, it's so good. I know the first series came out a few years ago, which kind of I'm mentioning that because it kind of impacts on what I'm about to say. But so I watched that. I kind of binged that around the time that the season 2 was coming out, and I watched season 2. And then I was away at that conference at the beginning of May, and I was able to watch a lot of episodes on the journey back to and from. I just finished it, and it was so good, and it's given me a focus. I've always kind of struggled with, like, I've always liked Star Wars, but I've kind of tried to dip into it before, but it's so overwhelming, the number of sets and the different, prequel, this original trilogy, sequel trilogy, Disney Plus. It's so much. It's bonkers. And I was like, I can't really afford to swim in both streams. So I kind of jettisoned a lot of the Star Wars stuff that I was going for, with the exception of the original trilogy cards from back in the day. So anything kind of released back in the day before the prequel trilogy came out. So the original Star Wars Galaxy sets, the widescreen sets of episodes 4, 5, and 6, and the original sets from 77 to 83, of which there's a lot. And I've got bits and pieces of them, and Greg's going to hook me up with some more. But I've tried to collect the more recent sets. I tried to do the UK releases of Rogue One, Mandalorian, Last Jedi, Rise of Skywalker, all those, and I was like, it's just not happening for me. So I've still got a whole bundle of UK stuff on Gumtree, and it's just not shifting. So no one seems to want it. And then with Andor, I'm kind of like, right, I'm back in the ring, because I've discovered the kind of modern tops now in the Fanatics era, kind of where they don't do single IP sets anymore. They're just doing their lines like Chrome Black, Stellar, Masterwork, all those sorts of things. And some of them are high end. I mean, Chrome Black, I think you get 4 cards a pack. So it's kind of like Black Diamond in that sense. But the autos, I think some of them are on card when you get to the limited ones or the canvas ones. Most of them are sticker. I don't mind that either way. And you've got the kind of the regular autos. Most of them are unnumbered, and then you've got the more limited ones and stuff like that. And they'll drop in some sticker autos that they've had in their vault for years of Carrie Fisher. There'll be like 2 of those in a product and stuff like that.
Yeah.
But I've started picking up Rogue One and Andor autos, because Andor came out a few years ago, so it's in Chrome Black 23 and 24 at least. I think there's some Rogue One stuff in Chrome Black 22, but I don't like the style of auto for that. But they're beautiful cards, and they come sealed with a seal at the top in BCW one touches.
Oh, okay.
So it's in the mag already, and it's got like Chrome Black like seal across the top. So it's much smaller and much less ostentatious as the Rittenhouse gold seals, but it's still like sealed.
Right.
And for me, that's a no-brainer, because I can pick up some of the lower characters, and have been picking up some of the lower characters for like $10 to $20.
Oh, that's cool.
And and they're I should have bought them in show, but I showed them on no, I didn't. I haven't showed them on anything. I've talked about them on a podcast, but I haven't shown them. And they're lovely, and they're just a really nice foil to them, and they've got that chrome kind of thing going on, but it's black.
I bet
so
that
it's kind
those
of,
boxes are probably like breakers are probably hitting those. So
Oh, they are. So that's the thing. I think there'll be a lot. I know the National is primarily sports focused, but I think there's going to be a lot of Star Wars there, because a lot of those guys have to take a lot of that product to be able to get a lot of the other stuff.
Yeah.
And they break it. So I actually think I'm going to be picking up quite a lot of the chrome black sealed stuff. And I've gone back and I've picked up some Star Wars 30th anniversary stuff of the original people that were in the original movie. Just to, and that I'll just keep it tight to that. And I could seriously PC some of the Andor characters, but that way lies madness once you start going out of non-auto stuff. But yeah, no, it's fun. But Stellan Skarsgård, autos.
Yeah.
I mean, his I think are all numbered and limited, as you'd expect. But yeah, no, it's so good. So yeah, I strongly recommend you watch it. So let that be. If I get the Daredevil done, you get the Andor done.
Oh.
It's not a big ask. I think there's 10 episodes in series 1 and there's 12 in series 2, but they're in 3-episode chunks in series 2. So 3 episodes is a story.
Oh, okay.
Here, and there's another 3 episodes.
I'll do it. Okay.
Yeah, it's really good. It's proper. It's proper grown-up Star Wars. So basically, they're I think it's kind of, they're acknowledging that fans of the original are older now, so they're not making it for the age that you were when you saw the original Star Wars. They're making it for the age you are now. It's kind of a proper. It reminds me of some of the stuff, that whole kind of living under the Empire and being a resistance and being it's kind of gritty, and it reminds me of some of the films about the Stasi in East Germany and stuff like that, the stuff that people had to go to actually resist. So yeah, it's
yeah, I think for what Pete's saying, I think I started it. I think I tried because
you might have done. It's a slower start, but then Breaking Bad was a slow start, and then you're off to the races. So yeah, I'm not going to fault them for that. If you take it as a whole, I loved it. I really did. So yeah, so I'll be definitely looking up some of that sort of stuff there. I've got the Goodwin's relics to chase for, the coins that I like.
Oh yeah,
there'll be a lot of that sort of thing there. So there'll be bits and pieces I'm shopping for, and people like Dave and Adams will have some non-sport stuff on their wagon, I'm sure.
Yeah, I don't think I'm going for anything.
So I'm just going to browse around. I'm not, the only thing I'm absolutely hunting and shopping for is some BCW storage product, like booklet, top load, and maybe some mags and stuff like that. Stuff that I have trouble getting it from over here. That's going to be my main focus, actually. If I pick up cards, if I get some blasters and stuff like that, we can do some breaks.
Oh yeah.
And go live and do some breaks and stuff. Should be cool.
Let's see.
So yeah, can't wait. It's going to be cool.
Yeah, we're gonna have a good time.
Only in 44 days, folks, or 46 days, or whatever it is. 46 for the national, 44 for my flying. Is that what we agreed?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah. Good. Oh, what's this? Oh, someone's sending me links. Now I wasn't necessarily going to talk about this week because I don't have them with me. They're in the other room. But I thought I was out, Amanda.
Uh-oh. Who pulled you back in into what?
Marvel Kakawau Aura.
Aura's nice.
It is.
Is it Izzy? Is it Izzy that's pulling you in?
No, to be fair, I spotted it and then I started comparing notes with Izzy. So I think I've probably enabled him more than the other way around. I don't know, but yeah, I've been going for it, and it's a fairly affordable one, to be fair. I've kind of stopped at 15. I think I've got the Rose 15. I've seen 2 10s sell. The first one went for silly money because it was the first one out there. The second one went for about $70.
Oh,
2 nights ago. So if any more golds pop up, I might try for a gold. But once you get below that, it gets crazy. I think there's a free. think there's an out of 3 and there's a 1. So one of the 3s has popped up and sold, and that went for well over 250. But even so, for an out of 3, that's not.
I was going to say
shocking.
that's really not that bad.
Yeah, and a lot of it's coming from Chinese sellers, and they'll ship to the UK for cheaper than they'll ship to the US because of all the tariff stuff. So I'm just getting it shipped directly to me. It's cheaper to pay the VAT and have it shipped direct to me than it is to ship to the US.
Yeah.
Plus, I get them quicker. So every few days, I get like a package from China or Japan.
That's cool.
And it's great. So I've got most of them in hand now, and they're really nice.
Yeah,
it's a really nice black cat image as well.
The pictures I'm seeing.
But yeah, I'm just you know, I kind of drawn a line after Upper Deck. I wasn't going to go for the top stuff. I already decided I wasn't going to go for the top stuff. Certainly not from the sets they've brought out so far.
Yeah.
But what I am doing is I'll pick up one version of the card from the top set in PSA for my kind of slab side PC. So I think I've got a Topps Chrome Black Cat PSA 8 or 9. And that'll do me. That's like an element from that set, like I do for the promo cards in the old set. I've got an element from that set, and I'll probably do the same with Chrome Sapphire and the new one. I want to get Marvel Genesis. That one. Is it Disney Genesis? It was called the Topps like premium release they released.
I know it was Genesis. I don't know what
it was Genesis. I'm not sure if there was even a pre. It could have just
I don't know.
Genesis. But the Black Cat from that's pretty nice. So if I see one of those graded, I'll pick one up. But that's all numbered, so I haven't seen much out there.
Yeah.
So, but that's kind of my route with Cat. I'm stopping the completist thing. At least that's what I said until Kakao Ora came out.
Yeah. Yeah. Those look really nice.
Thank God there's no plates.
Oh yeah.
That's all I'm going to say.
I think Izzy just posted something today in the group, didn't he?
Yeah, he's posting them as he gets them. I think he posted the
at
45, the purple one.
I was like, God damn it, Izzy. I'm trying not to look at these.
They are nice. So next time we record, I'll show you them. I'll get card cam set up and I'll show you them because I'll have the full rainbow in that I'm going for in hand by then.
Have you gone over them on MCCW or the podcast?
No, we've not done much of late. We're going to go next Sunday, and then there's a big change coming.
Oh.
Which I'm not going to talk about today, but there's a big change coming.
Oh, teaser.
Yes, there's a big change, which I'll talk to you about afterwards.
Okay.
But next Sunday's Marvel Card Collectors podcast live one. You might want to miss it. I'm hoping. No. The only thing is, I'm slightly worried. We will be doing it that day simply because I've got precious few opportunities.
Wait, like this weekend? Like
no. Next Sunday.
Okay.
But I think it might clash with MentalCon Day 2. So apologies in advance for that, guys. So jump in if you don't want to, but I'd rather you were raising money on MentalCon because
I think you guys go earlier though. MentalCon is like 9 to like 8 or something.
We're gonna be 9 a.m. EST on Sunday the 22nd is going to be the next Marvel Card Collectors podcast.
That's why I keep missing it because it's really early.
And the last one is all I'll say.
The last one in its current form?
Yes.
Okay. Because damn, that was some clickbait right there.
Yes. Someone will take this clip and put it out and it'll go viral. That won't happen. I never go viral. Oh no. The closest I've been to getting viral is that time I thought I had COVID.
Okay, 8 a.m.
8 a.m. Is that Eastern, Jake? You see, this is the thing about lives. I'm waiting for the reply, and I know it's going to take time for my signal to get to the satellite, to get to his computer, take time for his brain. He's got to put down his can of cider, then he's got to go back.
I was going to say he's probably already put his phone back in his pocket.
He's probably on the bog. He's probably dropped it down the lav, as we say in the UK.
See, he still hasn't replied.
He still hasn't replied. Yeah, no, that's the thing. EST.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. So unfortunately, we will clash slightly there, but I've kind of only have one window to record around.
Although that might be okay because you can like roll people over into it.
Yeah, no, I will do, and I'll be like, look, I'd love you to be watching this, but watch that as well. or watch that instead. Go and give them some money kind of vibe. So, I'll be pimping it. And who knows, we may start. Actually, Jake, this is a good shout. We could do it as a short episode of Marvel Card Collectors Podcast, and then en masse all roll over to MentalCon. That could work, actually, because I haven't sorted out timing. So, Jake, if you haven't got anyone for kind of like 10 a.m. EST on Sunday,
he's switched up. He's Julian now.
Up. He's getting vexed.
He's taken off his Clark Kent glasses, and he's now Julian.
This is what happens when I focus on it. I actually come up with logical ideas. But we could do Marvel Card Collectors Podcast 9 till 10 a.m. and then hop over to MentalCon en masse and carry on the conversation there. So it'll be a short episode of Marvel Card Collectors Podcast, to which the gods are probably going, yes, thank you. But yeah, there we go. Join us, says Jake. Join us. Yeah. He's changed names. He's having a smoke or a stroke. Or clutches pearls again. I haven't dropped a Mr. Darcy quote yet. You might get away with it this week because I think the opportunity has been and gone. So Amanda, talk to me about your whatnot schedules. Pimp your whatnot schedules. What are you doing over the next week? What's your plan? Because I haven't seen much out there on your social.
Yeah, no. So I've I pushed everything out.
Okay.
So I'm gonna. Okay, he's just ducking about.
When your iPhone collects fucking stuff.
No, you know what the worst part is my phone changes OMG. It doesn't anymore, but for a time it was changing OMG to PMG. And like, that's bad. That is bad.
Oh, I love it. I love it. PMG.
Like, what am I doing with my life that my phone has absorbed this?
PMFG. Oh, that's tickled me. That has PMG. I'm gonna be like that now. I'm actually gonna use that on purpose when I want to say OMG. I'm gonna go PMG exclamation mark. In fact, that might have to go on the t-shirt.
Oh, it's irritating. But so for the whatnot, and because Pete is in here, Pete's my number one moderator. He and Chris both moderate, but Pete actually is like, Chris is like having a bag full of cats, and Pete is like focused. So not this week, because this is Vegas week, but the following week, I'm going to have a new schedule that's Monday, Wednesday, Friday. And it's going to be shorter shows. I'm not going to do like these 5-hour marathons. It's going to be like 2 hours in the afternoon. Yeah, I can't. Nobody can be like Carlos.
So that's the 28th, isn't it? Saturday the 28th is our next one of these. So yeah, so you're doing the whatnot, and then we'll do this one on the 27th, 28th, or what time's your whatnot going to be?
Oh, in the morning.
In the morning.
It's going to be like in the morning or the afternoon.
Oh, okay.
No conflict with this.
Oh my God, that Friday's mad. We've got the school summer fair on the Friday, so I'm really going to be tired on the Saturday morning. But it's fine.
Well, we can move it.
No. Fuck no. We've moved too much of these. No, if I've got an opportunity to do it, I'm doing it.
Okay.
Oh, that's exciting. A regular schedule.
Yeah, I'm thinking like that would be good. And that'd be easier on me instead of feeling like this anxiety, like, oh my God, I haven't done a show in a week. Like I have all the stuff.
Yeah, that's what I started feeling about the Marvel Card Collectors podcast. It was starting to get stressed out.
Yeah, so I'm thinking like, it's a hobby. So I'm thinking like, let's, do it shorter shows. Because, there's also like the afterwards. I have to ship everything. I have to package everything.
Yeah. Yes.
So, that reminds me. So, okay, wait, I got to turn off. Wait,
this is where you go for walkabout, yeah?
Yeah, I got to no butt cam. Hang on one sec.
No butt cam. Sorry, no butt cam today, folks. Sorry. Just in case anyone's... Oh, marvellous. That's been collected. Oh, I'm just about to receive... I've just had notification. I'm about to receive my latest 2 Cacao or Marvel Back hats in the mail. They are arriving any moment now.
Okay. All right, so ta-da! So
hello,
as
welcome back.
part,
I was just telling folks I got an exciting notification. My next 2 Marvel Kakao Black Cats are arriving today in the mail. And they
ooh,
are the 25 out of 45 purple refractor and the green out of 25 refractor. Yeah, nice. So they're going to be here any moment.
I would like to see the green. Oh, like someone's going to come knock on the door and we're going to have to wait?
Well, they won't knock on this door because I'm in the garage.
Well, I meant of your domicile.
Yeah. Oh, what's in the box? What's in the box?
So, as part of my prepping
Your dead wife's severed head
for my Whatnot shows, I have re-upped my sticker game.
Oh, yeah, baby.
And so I will bring you a bunch too. Because
please.
Look at, I made these.
Oh. Don't Upper Deck have budget to do their own?
I have no idea. They're not giving me stickers. So obviously I can't sell those. But if you buy on my Whatnot stream, you'll get one in your package. Same for these guys.
Nice.
I cannot sell them.
Sexy.
And then these guys.
Sexy. Here come the very sexy.
These guys.
Oh, it's so sparkly.
We have the non-hollow version for people who are a little more, people who are a little less shiny.
You got spend threshold. You spend below a certain amount, you get the regular. Spend over a certain amount,
exactly.
Yeah, exactly. That's what you want.
And then these ones are smaller, but they glow in the dark.
And of course they do.
And I have podcast ones coming that are glowing and that will glow in the dark.
Does the one on your top glow in the dark?
It does not.
All right. If we turn the lights out, could we see where you are in the room?
Well, only because the rest of me glows in the dark. Yes.
That's because you've been out in the California sun too long.
Yeah. So I'm ready. I'm just about ready, except for like the card part.
Okay.
So I'm still working on getting everything organized. So that way, when someone says, "Hey, do you have Colossus?" I can say, "Yes, I do," and I know where it's at. So it won't be perfect because there's not enough time to get perfect. But
no. It takes a long time just to get this. But I will. I'm going to rethink. I need to do a test packet of my bag for America because you've got me thinking now about whether I can bring this package over rather than ship it. But I've got some stuff to bring for Eugene. I've got a tiny amount of stuff to bring for Pankit. So that's small stuff, so that's fine. But I'm not seeing him until Boston. Well, I assume I might be seeing him in Boston. He's not replied to PMs about it. So
he's not making the show for sure.
Oh yeah, he said that some months back. But yeah, no, I'm trying to arrange a combined because I've got very limited time in Boston. We're only there for a couple of days, and then we fly on the Friday, and it's a day flight, so it's not like we've got Friday day before we get.
Okay.
I said to Pankit, I missed meeting up with Ben Berry last time as well. So I've said to because he's the admin of the EPAC Facebook group,
right?
So I said, why don't we all meet together? We're probably going to do a breakfast one day, which will actually fit quite nicely in. And Ben's up for it, but Pankit still is AWOL. I don't know where he is. So if anyone knows where Pankit is, please ask him to reply so we can get that in the diary and hook it up. Because other stuff that my wife and daughter want to do hinges around when I meet up with them. Does that make sense? I can't have to, So I only get time for one hobby meet when I'm in Boston.
You're doing so much this trip.
Yes, I am.
That's really exciting.
But yeah, so I need to figure that out. And so and I've got a load of stuff for Greg as well. And when I say I've got some pretty chunky stuff for Greg, the thing is Greg's picking me up from the airport. So as soon as I land, that comes out of my bag.
Yeah.
So if I can figure out, so this is why I say I need to do a test packing. I need to figure out, okay, this is the kind of level of clothing I'm going to get. Can't forget your toiletry bag, or your shoes, or your swimmies and stuff like that. And then I need to figure out, okay, what hobby stuff can I fit in the bag? Because I have to bring Greg stuff. I have to bring Eugene stuff because he's got stuff he's been waiting for a year that I've been holding for him. And then, so your stuff. So whether your stuff gets shipped or not,
okay,
it depends on whether I can fit it all in. I can't believe this is like can't believe anyone's finding this of interest. But this is me mentally working through things. Plus, there's all the pants.
You need to sit through one of Carlos's shows, and then you'll
really is it much more life?
Then you will understand that people will listen to anything.
Yeah, I can't believe I'm going through my admin on live content, and it's of interest to people. But there you go. What are you going to do? Should we head for the hills, and then I can tell you about stuff?
Ooh, absolutely. I think we should. Oh, that reminds me. I do have.
Do you want to pimp anything before we go?
I do have one of those for you. I found another one.
One of these.
One of the Topps Dinosaurs Attacks cards.
Oh, lovely, lovely, lovely.
I'll be bringing that.
I'm so excited. And I just can't find
I don't have too much to pimp except that the Whatnot streams are going to start up again not next week, but the week after. So Pete, get ready because talk about stuff people aren't going to want to hear about. Pete, there is a way I can give you access to my Whatnot where you can run the giveaways and run the flash sales if you were so inclined.
Ooh.
So we'll talk about that.
Are you not excited about that, Pete? It sounds interesting. I don't no idea what it means, but it sounds exciting.
Yes, it would be exciting because he and Chris like to poke me about. I will start talking. I will give you everything I know about this card instead of selling it. I will just talk to you about it for an hour. And Chris and Pete are very kind and say, hey, why don't you run that for sale? Why don't you, I just like to talk. I don't, the selling is, I mean, I guess. Yeah.
You got to pay for Vegas somehow.
I know. So there's that. You know what? Maybe I'll go live from the floor at the MagicCon just so everyone can see.
Oh, yeah.
What that's like.
That'd be cool.
I always feel like a dork doing that though. Like that's real. Like some people are so natural at like, oh, I'm just gonna walk the floor with my camera, and I'm like, oh, someone's.
Yeah, Greg does that. It's actually quite useful for me because it gives me a sense of the scale of things as well.
That I have no clue about this show, so I think there might be other people thinking about.
Yeah.
Oh God! See, this is. No, I believe you, Carlos.
Pool noodles. Okay.
Yeah.
I love the name pool noodles for what they are. It just yeah. I mean, my daughter's kind of graduated past them now, but in terms of her swimming.
I think I have like 3 of them, but I have 3 of them because people use them to ship hockey sticks.
Hang on a minute. Sorry, this is gonna need a second coffee. How? Why? What?
So you have like, the hockey stick is like the same length as the pool noodle. So you cut the pool noodle down one side, you put the hockey stick inside, and then you tape the end.
Oh, so it's like a wiener in a bun.
And you can mail it.
Okay. They just put like tape round it.
Yeah.
All the way down.
I never would have thought to do that. I don't know who the first
you've got
person
kids?
was.
You bred?
Oh my God. He has like 25. He has like 25 kids and a mom wagon.
He's got 25 kids. 25? What a player. Wow. Woodsman of the highest order. What's this? Five kids?
Yeah. Ian has to go lay back down.
Someone needs to talk to you guys about family planning. That's what I got to say.
Well, maybe they stopped at 5 because that's where they figured out how it works.
Fuck. Wow. I mean, listen, we were lucky just to have the one because we were told we couldn't have any. But even after that one, my wife said to me, "I'm not doing that again." Said, "I'm not doing that again." And I'm glad of it because even one's hard work. Yes.
Yeah, that's why we always tease him. Or I guess maybe it's just me.
5 kids.
That's like a bunch. That's more than like a line in hockey.
5.
Actually,
I'm done. I'm done. No, I'm done. I'm done. I'm done at 5 kids. Thanks.
All right, Pete.
Right.
You wrecked the show. It's your fault. We got to end it here.
No. So I was kind of on my way out anyway. I've lost the stream window. Where's it gone? Oh, there it is. I'll always love you, Helen.
All right, it's time to die.
5 kids.